So, audio is the most important part of video production. It doesn't matter how beautiful your videography is. If your audio is pants, nobody's going to bother watching because, let's face it, they're going to get irritated by the poor audio. When I first started out on YouTube, I did a lot of research and I ended up with this, the Tascam DR05 digital recorder. I connect it to a lav mic and I record all my audio on this, and then in post I sync it up, which is fine when you're doing studio work, but when you're outside doing stuff and you're filming with Osmos or anything like that, this is an extra piece of equipment to carry, it's an extra piece of equipment to set up, and it's just a faff. So for quite some time I've been after a wireless system. The trouble is, wireless systems can be really expensive, or at least the decent ones can be. That is, until now. More about that after this. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Keith, and on today's video we're looking at this, the Rode Wireless Go microphone system. I'm really happy to be looking at this. Since I first saw it, I've really wanted to get one. I've been after a wireless system for quite some time. The trouble is, the good ones are expensive and the cheap ones are just that, cheap. So hopefully this thing promises to be really good, and we're going to take an in-depth look at it in this video. But first, I know you guys like a good unboxing, and I did an unboxing of it, and here it is. Okay guys, so this is the box that it came in. It's actually a really small box. It's everything about this is micro, and what we're going to do quickly is we're just going to do a quick unboxing. I've had this for over a day and I haven't unboxed it yet because I haven't had a chance to film this, so I've been really patient, but I've been really excited about this. So let's get it unboxed. Now it's quite difficult to get out the box, but here we go. So this is what we're presented with. So we'll take the cover and put that to the side, and then we've got a tab here, which I'm assuming that we just pull back. So we've got the card here explaining that's the transmitter, this is the receiver. The receiver also has a built-in microphone as well, which is really cool. And there it is, guys. Look at how small that is. That's, wow. So there we go. So we've got bits here. So we've got the cover for if you're using outside, this can fit onto that, so you've got a sort of windproof mic. We've got the cable that you use it to connect to your camera or whatever you're connecting the microphone, the transmitter up to. We've got our set of instructions, a spare wind proof, and a nice little pouch, which is actually, it's quite nice. I'm assuming that we've bung everything in there. It's quite a nice little pouch. So we'll put the box to the side and then we'll take this out. So we've got clips here. Now they are the right size to clip into a hot or cold shoe on your camera, which is pretty cool. Charged by USB-C, and that's where you plug your cable in. And we get the USB-C charge cable. It's got a nice little Velcro cable tidy. That's nice, neat, nice touch. And oh, we get another one. Well, that's pretty cool. So we got two cables so that we can charge both items at the same time. That's a nice thought, actually. These are a bit scratched up, so I'm going to remove the that is really nice. So how do we turn this puppy on? Maybe I should read the instructions. But, you know, I'm a bloke. When do we ever read the instructions? There we go. So it's trying to communicate. You can probably not see that digital screen, but the digital screen is on. It's not so clear in the light, but the light that I've got on it is quite bright. Let's get these out of the way. Now, so we've got LED indicators, and wow, yep, straight away that was instantaneous. If I talk into this, I can see I'm already booming the mic. That's amazing. That was so quick. And they're fully charged, and the great thing is that it gives you battery indicators for both the receiver and the transmitter on the digital screen here. That's really cool. I am not sure of what the other buttons are, so I am going to read the instructions. But God, it's so tiny. It's so small. First impressions are wow. So yeah, I'm gonna read the instructions. Meanwhile, back to the studio. Okay, I did the most unmanly thing ever and I read the instructions, but I really wanted to know what those buttons did, and here that is. Basically, this has got 3 different volume levels, so your camera might have a preamp on it, or there's something on the camera that means that you are overloading the microphone. You can adjust the level. This has got 3 levels, and it tells you on here, there's a little indicator to show you what volume you're at. So there's three different levels, and you just press it repeatedly until you get it to the desired level. That's what that does. This is the pairing button. It comes paired out of the box, but should there be any issue or you need to replace this, you just hold this down for 3 seconds. That puts it into pairing mode and it should find your new receiver, which is really, really cool. One more thing just to note as a tip, these things you really need to push them in to keep them on there. If you don't, they come off really easily. It's clearly an issue because Rode have made a video on their website to tell you how to fit it properly. I found if you really push it down and then just slightly twist it, just like that, but you just have to really push it down right in the middle, and then it's on tight. Otherwise, if you just sort of do that and think it's on there, it comes off really easily. So you really have to make sure you push it in and put it on. Just a tip for you if you own this system. As you can see, it's really shiny and it's picking up light. But yeah, that's pretty much what the buttons do. So back to the studio. Okay, that was my unboxing video. Now it's only my second attempt at an unboxing video. I'm still trying to perfect it, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyhow, this is it. This is the Rode Wireless Go microphone system, and it's diddly. It's so small. I find it incredible that Rode engineers have managed to include what they have in a system this size and at the price point they have. This thing comes in at 160 to 180 quid online in the UK and about $200 to $230 in the US, which is incredible. Looking at the specs on this thing, it operates on the 2.4 gigahertz digital band, and Rode tell us that it will go up to a range of about 230 feet, which is incredible. Now, why you'd want to go that far with it, I don't know, but apparently it can do it. I did do a range test on this and I didn't get quite that far, but I got far enough to be impressed with the results, and I'll show you that in a sec. Rode tell us that it will last up to 7 hours battery life. I've been using the heck out of this since I first got it, and I haven't charged it yet, so I can quite believe that. 7 hours is pretty much all day shooting, which is incredible from something that small. And one last thing, Rode have included an omnidirectional mic in the receiver, so if you've got nothing else, like you haven't got a lav mic, you can use the microphone built into this, which again is a good thing. It's a good bonus, and at the price point, it's incredible. Now, I did do that range test, and I want to show you guys that, so this is the range test I did. So I'm going to demonstrate the range of this thing. It's really, really impressive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go walk to the end of my road here, and I'll show you that it still works right at the end of the road here. It's quite incredible. This road's probably about 150 feet long. So I'll show you the range. So I'm going to walk back. So I'm probably about 50 to 70 feet away from the camera. As you can see, it's still spot on perfect. Right, I'm at the end of my road now, and hopefully you can still hear me really well. The reason I was walking backwards is if I turn my body and walk forwards, I did this test before and it was cutting out, so I think my body was acting as interference. But when I'm facing the camera and the microphone is in line with the receiver, it can work perfectly well. Anyway, range test of the Rode Wireless Go. Okay, that was my range test video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, I guess you actually want to hear what the audio sounds like through these things. So what we're going to do to make the test fair, I'm going to connect my lav mic to the receiver here, and then I'll show you what that sounds like. So via the magic of videography and the click of my fingers, we will switch to the Rode Wireless Go audio. So this is what the audio sounds like through the Rode Wireless Go microphone system. I am using a lavalier mic, so you can hear the comparison between this and the Tascam. And full disclosure, I do put a little bit of de-reverb on all my audio because of the way this room is built. It's got a tiled floor, and even with all my soundproofing, I can't get rid of that reverb. So there is some audio processing done, but not that much. As I said, this does have a built-in omnidirectional mic, and I will just show you the comparison between the two now. So this is what the audio sounds like through the built-in omnidirectional mic on the Rode Wireless Go system. To me, it doesn't sound as good as using my lav mic, so I am going to switch back to that now. So I've switched back to using the audio through my lav mic because to me it does sound better. Don't get me wrong. The fact that Rode have included a built-in microphone in the first place is an added bonus. And if you haven't got anything else to use, it sounds okay. It just doesn't sound as good as a lav mic. So in my opinion, if you're going to buy this system, do buy a lav mic as well. They're not that expensive. A half decent one is about 40 quid or about 50 to 60 US dollars. So in my opinion, it is worth paying that extra just to get a better sounding audio. If you're interested in which one I'm using, I've included a link in the description below. Anyway, to finish off this video, I just want to go through a few likes and dislikes. I will start with the dislikes because there aren't that many of them. As you can see from this clip, it's made from a really shiny material, which to me means it's going to get scratched really easy. I've said in previous videos I'm a bit of a tart and I hate scratching my gear, but I can just see using this generally it's going to pick up scratches, which is annoyance, but I can live with it. More importantly, because it's made from that shiny material, when you're using it outside, it makes seeing the status screen on the transmitter really difficult. When I was filming that range test, I was having to cover it by hands and get my head right in there just so I could see the screen and check that the volume was set correctly. That really did bug me quite a bit. The last thing really is just a change request. I'd like to see this included on the next version of the product. The receiver has built-in LEDs too, one to show it's powered on, one to show it's receiving a signal, which is really useful on the receiver. I'd like to see those same LEDs on the transmitter. As it stands, we only have the digital screen, which is fine until it's sitting flat on your cold shoe in your camera, then you can't see it. So when I'm shooting a video like this, I don't know if the transmitter is powered on and it's receiving a signal. So that would be really, really useful if we could have that. So the things that I really like about this is, number one, the clips on the back. They are the perfect width to fit in your cold shoe on your camera. So you can just slide it in there and then you can take it out and clip it to your shirt. Simple design, really cool, and I love that kind of thing. Number two, I like the fact that Rode have included 2 USB-C cables so you can charge both units at the same time. Not every company would do that. Usually they only include one just to keep that price point low. But Rode have done it, included 2, and still kept the price point quite low. So I really do like that. Number 3 is the way it connects. It's so quick. You literally switch it on and it's connected. There's no waiting around, faffing about, waiting for it to sync. That you power it on and it's connected straight away, ready to use. That's really cool. And the last thing is the size. I love how compact this thing is. It's clipped to my shirt now and I barely know it's there. It doesn't really weigh anything. And of course the cost. I will say this again. I cannot believe how Rode have managed to include everything they have in a system this small and at the price point they have. The cost of this thing is incredible. I don't think you will find a better system out there at this price point. So if you are in the market for a wireless system and you don't want to break your bank account, I don't think you can go wrong with this. The Rode Wireless Go is what I would recommend at that particular price point. The Sennheiser system out there are better, probably, but they are a lot more expensive. So you will end up paying a lot more money. And I didn't have that kind of money at the time. So this, to me, fits everything I need it to, and I'm really, really pleased with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. One tip, if you are buying this and you want to use it with your mobile phone or your Android phone or any other kind of smartphone, you will need to buy an extra cable. The cable that they supply with it only works for cameras. You'll have to buy the Rode SC7 cable, and that will then work with your phones as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and comment and subscribe. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try and answer them. And it just leaves me to say, wherever you are, I hope you're having fun, and I'll see you in the next video. But for now, bye-bye. Okay, now I've seen everything. Made in Australia?